Hi, I'm Nelson Davis. Today we'd like to discuss some important tips to keep in mind when installing a HydroBoost assembly. A HydroBoost assembly is used on some vehicles to provide power-assisted braking to improve braking performance and safety. Positioned between the brake pedal and the brake master cylinder, the HydroBoost system uses power steering fluid pressure to decrease the effort required by the vehicle operator to apply the brakes. Sort of makes it easier to push that brake pedal. When installing the HydroBooster, there are some important tips to keep in mind. As with any installation, please refer to your vehicle service manual or service information for proper HydroBoost testing, removal, and installation procedures for your specific vehicle. Tip number 1, never mix the brake fluid and power steering fluid. HydroBoost systems use two separate fluids for proper operation. Brake fluid for the brake master cylinder and power steering fluid for the power steering pump and the HydroBoost assembly. These fluids should never be mixed and must only be used in the correct parts of the system. Component damage and improper operation of the brake and power steering systems will occur if these fluids are mixed or used incorrectly. Again, refer to the vehicle manufacturer's specifications for the correct power steering fluid and brake fluid for your vehicle. Tip number 2, inspect and correct any problems with the power steering system. Because the HydroBoost system uses power steering fluid and pressure to provide the brake system power assist, it is important to inspect and correct any problems with the power steering system. Problems in the power steering system can affect both steering and braking. For instance, replace any leaking, damaged power steering hoses. Check the power steering pump drive belt for proper wear or damage and proper tension. To remove any dirt, debris, trash, or contaminated fluid, the power steering system should be flushed with new power steering fluid, which is the correct type for the vehicle, during HydroBoost installation. Also during HydroBoost installation, the power steering system should be bled also to remove any air from the system. Tip number 3, transfer any mounting hardware, brackets, spacers, switches, or sensors from the original HydroBoost assembly to the replacement HydroBoost assembly. Tip number 4, replace seals and gaskets. To avoid leaks, all seals, gaskets, and O-rings should be replaced during installation. Tip number 5, start threaded power steering lines carefully by hand. All threaded power steering lines should be carefully started by hand first, before final tightening, to avoid cross-threading and damage to the lines and/or the HydroBoost assembly. Also, refer to any warning tags or technical service bulletins included in the box with the HydroBoost assembly, if applicable. Tip number 6, verify operation of the brake lights. Remember to verify proper operation of the brake lights after completing installation of your HydroBoost assembly. And tip number 7, run a functional test. Once the HydroBooster is installed, it's important to verify proper operation with a functional test. To perform this test, first park the vehicle with the transmission in park position or in the neutral position for a vehicle with manual transmissions, with the parking brake applied and the steering wheel in the straight ahead position and the engine off. Then depress the brake pedal several times, 5 to 7 times is usually sufficient, to remove any stored pressure in the HydroBooster accumulator. While maintaining foot pressure on the brake pedal, reach over and start the engine and let it idle. The brake pedal should drop slightly and then become firm and hard. It may even feel as though the brake pedal is pushing back slightly. This would indicate a normally functioning HydroBoost system. We hope this video was informative. And if you should have any questions, please call our toll-free technical support line at 1-800-228-9672, where we have ASE certified experts ready to assist you 7 days a week. And thanks for watching.